Alrighty, hi chat, hi everyone. How are we doing? I forgot to press mute on this. Always with this stuff. Okay, but yeah, how's everyone doing? Welcome back. It has been a hot minute since I've done a stream, so bear with me. But we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be playing some Blueprints today, which is a... Best way I can describe it is a roguelike puzzle game. I've played it a little bit, but we're going to start a new game and go through it all on stream. Because I think that will be really good. Really, really good. Okay, so let's head straight on in, shall we? Now, there will be a cutscene, but let's get on with it. Also, let me know if the game is too quiet or I am too loud. Here we go. Hot minute and 46 seconds. Yes. Exactly. Good to see you, Viking. Good to see you. Welcome back. Dogu Bomb presents. Hi Panda, how you doing? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. There's a gentleman on screen.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my
Excellent.
dear
Glad to
niece,
hear it.
Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision
True.
is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his
Thank you for the follow, Panda.
executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Blueprints. Okay. So, the base premise is we've got to explore this house and find the 46th room. And this is a puzzle game that takes place in a roguelike game. It's a lot of fun. So, once it loads in, we have a set number of steps in the top left-hand corner. That's how many rooms we can explore. We lose a step each time we enter, or go through a doorway, basically. And there will be clues everywhere. Leave no stone unturned, as they say. Okay. So, birds, chairs, and there is a sprint, thankfully. There is a sprint. So we have a letter here. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. Assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission, covered in the fine print of my will, that I feel I should bring to your attention. 1. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside the property. That's basically we go in afresh every day. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. Again, roguelike, it resets. And you may not stay overnight. So it's basically, this is saying it resets every day and you have to start anew every day. Which is the roguelike aspect. Okay. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it's very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair." Okay. And then we have a blueprint. So this is the blueprint menu. So this is what we have. This is where we start in the Grand Hall. And we then have to get to the antechamber. And all of these rooms change every single day. Every single day. Okay. Now, do we want to go in the left room, the straight on, or the right room, chat? Which one do we want to go for while I read this? Yep, so yeah, every time we go through a doorway, we lose 1 step. And we have 50 steps. Left, straight ahead, or right? Chat, what are we thinking? We're going to go through this first one together. Hey, Jamantha, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. 17 on a roll's pretty good. So yeah, we're just playing a little bit of blueprints. We've just started, we haven't done anything yet, we've just gone through the rules. It is a roguelike puzzle game. Made some cookies. Hell yeah, we love cookies. We love having cookies. Okay. Your votes go left, okay. If everyone is in agreement, we shall go left. Let's go left. Okay, so now we have 3 rooms. We've got bedroom, closet, and a hallway. And we can press tab, and we can see exactly what it would look like, because the directions matter. Okay. So we have, it's a 5 by, how many is it? I think it's a 5 by 9. Yeah, it's a 5 by 9. So we can... The hallway will give us more options, I think. The hallway will give us more options. Let's go to the hallway. So we open up the hallway, and we get a new room. Steps have gone down. What does this say? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's go through here. Ooh, okay. Do we want more steps? The nook, which gives us a key. So basically, the key, some rooms will be locked. We then have to get keys to open those rooms. Or do we get coins? The coins will help us get more stuff later on. We can buy stuff. I'm thinking the nook, honestly. I'm thinking the nook. Yeah, let's go the nook. Let's go the nook. Okay, we're going the nook. Okay. through. We got a key. Excellent. So we have... What does this say? As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scraps of paper, or perhaps most befitting a journal will provide to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Okay, we might need a journal, chat. But I'm assuming the collective knowledge of chat will be able to figure out things that I do not necessarily figure out. Okay, let's go. What do we want? Gems also are useful for opening rooms. Some rooms require gems, like special rooms will require gems to unlock. So let's make sure we get a gem. Okay. We have a gem in the center. There we go, we have one gem. Is there anything else in here? Okay, let's see if we can link up this room, shall we? We cannot. So you played this game in the past and got frustrated by the roguelike RNG giving me nothing but dead rooms, preventing me from enjoying the puzzle. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I really do. I really do. But I have a lot of fun with this game. Looking forward to seeing how I tackle this? Yes. Yes, that's how we do. Okay, let's get the guest bedroom, shall we? Get some more steps in. Ooh. Ooh, it's another gem. That wasn't listed. Excellent, we'll take that. What is this? Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Everson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiards room. It's been ages since I had the billiards room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play the variations. Hope your health improves shortly. I do not know that name. Okay, but it looks like there's a puzzle in the billiards room, which is good to know. Okay. Let's go through here. And let's open up this door. What do we got? The pantry, the storeroom, or the closet. I mean, the pantry's fairly good. I mean, if we get the storeroom, we basically just have to go backwards again all the way. Yeah, why not? Let's get the storeroom. Gets us another key and a coin. We got the key, and we got the gem. And I don't believe there's anything else in here. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Let's run back through the house. That room has been blocked off because we put the bedroom there. Okay. Back into the entryway. We have a choice of straight ahead or right. Okay, okay. Super relatable. Likes hiding things behind puzzles. I know you love your puzzles. Okay, let's go right this time, shall we? Ah, yeah, see, here we go. Drawing room requires a gem. Let's get the drawing room. What do we get? Lots of drawings. Lots of drawings, all on the same thing. Yeah. And a very dashing photo of Mr. Sinclair. Okay. That's true. Can't have everything staying the same. Okay. Let's... Ooh, what's this? What's this? Floor plan. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay. Interesting. This one, we need a left turn. Okay. So there's the redraw thing. Okay. I am not opposed to getting the bedroom. We get more steps as we go through. Oh, there is a trunk. Let's open it. See what's in it. Got plenty of keys. Ah, a gem, a key, and a coin. Excellent. What does this note say? Greetings from Reddington. Okay. Hopefully it's not Raymond Reddington. Hopefully it's not Raymond Reddington. Okay. So we want anything really, but anything but a left turn. So we've got the courtyard, that's an outside room, and we've got the pantry. Let's go with the courtyard. We get more options for that. Does take one off our gem supply though, but we should have plenty. Oh, another trunk. Excellent. We will go in here and grab this. What do we get? Oh yes, a lock pick set. We can unlock doors without using keys. Oh, that's excellent. That is excellent. Okay. So this one, we want something with a left, but not necessarily. Okay. I'm thinking the chapel. We don't necessarily need it. It's not a bad thing to have. I mean, red rooms are kind of... they will set you back. Let's go through here, see what we get. A puzzle. A puzzle. Let's go. Puzzle time. Okay. Another devilishly handsome drawing. Okay, so here's the puzzle. Okay. So we have the wind-up key. Component of the parlor game. Okay. Target acquired. Yeah, exactly. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. And I mentioned to you a rather singular parlour game that I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Okay, so the rules. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. Okay, one is always true. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. One is always false. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Okay. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. So, what are the rules we have? This statement appears on another box. The blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. So, this is true because it appears here. So the blue and black are both true, meaning this is false. So the blue box is not empty, meaning everything's in the blue box. Yes? Is my logic sound, chat? It's got to be blue, yeah. Let's open it and find out. There we go. We got gems. Excellent. We love that. Okay, okay. So now we go through. We've got a nursery and a corridor. I think we go for the corridor because the pantry won't lead us anywhere because we have the chapel in place. Okay. So anything nice in here? Anything at all? No. Okay. So we want... Ideally, we want a left and a right. I was saying I need a left and a right. Passageway is nice. That lets us open up every way. Okay, so let's open up this way and see what we get. We don't have to go through. Boiler room. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to the boiler room. But then again, do we need it? We're not powering anything. We're not powering anything. We don't need it. We're not powering anything. We don't need it. Okay. Let's get the spare room then. Let's get the spare room, because then we can just run straight through if we need to. There's the outside. We're not going to go through because we don't need to. Not yet, anyway. Okay. The pantry. I would say the pantry. We've gotten it quite a few times. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it from our drawer for today. And before we head out, let's see what we get here. The bunk room, the laundry, or the laboratory. I feel like the laboratory, because then we're not limited by the pantry location. Then again, we still might be. You know what? We're going to go with the bunk room. We're going to go with the bunk room. We're going to go in, see if there's anything that we can grab. Bananas. Okay, banana food gives steps. Good to know. Anything over here? There is not. Anything over here? Why do you have... Is that a shotgun? Why do you have a shotgun in a kid's room? Oh, because it's a camp room. Okay. Potassium, yes. Ooh, a book. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today is a good day because he is at camp. It's set in America? Yes. It has to be. It has to be. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. That's just mean. You don't throw away someone else's aircraft. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. This is typical sibling rivalry. Typical sibling rivalry. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. Again, that's just really mean. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing. Also, this guy cannot spell. This guy cannot spell. About me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book. Even though he is older, he is a crybaby. Today's a good day because my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I would still rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Okay. So it looks like they got over their sibling rivalry, which is nice. Which is nice also. Hampter. Spelling mistakes occur. Are they? Are they? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Hang on, it's not. Today, stupid. Today, if he does not. Okay, that's not. That is. Puzzle Maker's instinct kicking in. Okay, let's have a look. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary here. Okay, so the I is supposed to be an E, and there's no W for writing. There's only 2 spelling mistakes. Yeah, there's only 2 spelling mistakes. I think it's just a kid not knowing how to spell things because they're younger. Oh, and you got though. Though is spelled wrong. I think it's just a kid not knowing, but I will keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. Okay. So we are heading through the pantry. Ooh. Coins. Presents because writing, though. Okay. Okay. How would that be a puzzle? So we've got an E is supposed to be an I, so we say it's an I there. Or an E there. There's another E that's supposed to be a C, and a C that's supposed to be an A. Missing a W. And an E that's supposed to be a UGH. Use the correct letters to make a word. Okay. So E-A-W. E-A-W. U-G-H? Is that right? Is that right? I may have to go quickly get a book to write things in. Actually, you know what? I can do this. Let's Alt-Tab real quick. And let's get up a notepad. Okay. I like this. I like this idea. Okay. So we have... so it's supposed to be an E, an A, a W, and a UGH. Because that's how you spell though. Yeah, that's how you spell though. Nope. Nope, no word is jumping out at me. No word is jumping out at me. Okay. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay, so there's 5 of each fruit type. Okay, good to know, good to know. And we have taken 3 bananas. Good to know. Okay, so we need anything, basically. A workshop. That's the only one that'll actually let us explore more of the house. Okay, let's do the workshop. Interesting, interesting. Okay. This is a battery pack. Interesting. Music. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Okay. The note is read, the letter is not. Among the bold words. Does that mean, chat, that we're looking at this note here? Which is an A? Is that right? I feel like that's right. Okay. We're going to think that's right. There's also an A here written in stone. Which is interesting. Okay. Can we do anything here? Okay, we cannot put a lockpick and a battery pack together. Good to know. Is there anything else in here? What is this? The true box does not always contain the prize. Okay, so that's the design for the lock boxes. Okay, and there is just a gear there. Another gears. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. What do we get? Let's use the lockpick. Don't seem to be unable to pick this lock. Damn it. Can we do it again? Nope. That's annoying. Guess we're using a key. Okay. We have a boudoir. The dining room. Dining room gives us lots of options, actually. I am not opposed to getting the dining room, chat. Let's get the dining room. Okay. What have we got in here? A coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional 1. Excellent. Okay. We now have ways to make our money back. Is there anything else in here? No. Dinner time. Yes. Although apparently, after we've reached rank 8, we are currently at rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got to make it 3 more up. Okay. Okay, so we can go this way. That will lead us there. Okay, let's see where we go. Let's see where we go. Okay, so we've got a commissary, a patio, or a closet. Chat, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? We have 6 coins. We could buy something from the commissary. We could do that. That's actually not a bad idea. Let's buy something from the commissary. Dirty blocks. All roads lead backwards. Yes, that is not great. Sale, 2 days only, up to 50% off on days 20 and 21. Okay. Into a dead end, yeah. Okay, staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password. I can't read that. First letter is an S, definitely. But I cannot read that. I cannot read that. Okay. With a vial without bath? That's just confusing. Yeah, I can only see an S in that in this password. It's odd. Okay, the commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconveniences. That's fun. Okay, what do we get? What can we buy? A salt shaker, a shovel, a sleeping mask, or a metal detector. Well, we can only buy either the salt shovel or the salt shaker or the shovel. Salt shaker, I'm pretty sure that gives us more steps per food we get, and the shovel just allows us to dig places. I'm thinking we go for the shovel. I think. Let's go with the shovel. Let's go with the shovel. Okay. We have the shovel. What is in here? Can't pick that lock. Brilliant. Okay, so that is a way we cannot go. I'm going to quickly lose a couple of steps and see if we can upgrade anything. Oh, we need a third thing? What the... Okay. That's annoying. That's 2 steps wasted. Oh well. Okay, what do we got? We have the boat... oh, great. Well, all of these lead to dead ends. Chat, all of these lead to dead ends. Brilliant. The electric money shovel. I wish we could just dig up money like that. I really wish we could. Okay, let's go to the boudoir. We can't do anything else. Oh, there's a picture here. What does the picture say? That picture is from this location. This is the boudoir. And there is a safe there. Someone went to a lot of trouble. That's what you were talking about? You just dig up money out of the ground. Make things so much easier. The room RNG gets in the way of the puzzle. True, true. But if we didn't have it, it wouldn't be this room. Okay. There's a safe here. Sinkerco. Okay. Oh dear. Huh. I don't think we can do that. I've not seen any numbers. I have not seen any numbers, chat. Have you seen any numbers? 1111. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a go. And no, we will not be trying every single combination. Okay, 1111. Did not do anything. Did not do anything. If that worked, my god. But yeah, there is nothing in here. There is nothing in here. That room is closed. I guess we're not getting any further. Let's head back to the passageway. That's not the passageway. Actually, no, there were digging spots in the courtyard. There were digging spots in the courtyard. Let's see what we can dig up, if we can dig up anything. Because we have a shovel now. Okay, what do we dig up? A key! That's really good. That is really good. We can now get back into that one room we have left unopened. And a coin. Okay. And there's no more digging spots. Okay. Let's head back to the commissary. We've got plenty of steps left. Plenty of steps. Okay. So, we're going to head back this way. And we're going to make a left turn through the commissary into here. We still can't pick the lock, but we now have a key. Okay. Closet, West Wing Hall, and lavatory. Well, none of these are going to be any good for us. So chat, do we want the 2 items, or do we want the lavatory? Because the hall's not going to do anything for us. You know what? Let's go for the items, because we may be able to combine things in the workshop. Let's do that. Okay, what do we get? We have a dice. Good to know. That's used for drafting new floor plans. And we have a key card. Opens electronically powered doors. Good to know. And there's nothing else in here. Nothing else in here. Fun, fun. Okay. Let's see. Can we unlock anything? Lockpick does not go with anything. Damn shame. You got a new code? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go have a check. Let's go have a check. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter. Nah. Nah. Nope. New code did not work, unfortunately. Wait a minute. That's got to be Christmas Day, right? It's got to be Christmas Day, right? 12:25. Well, 25th of the 12th. So we'll try it the way I know it. Yo, that worked? Hello? Okay, I was not expecting that. I have... In the previous playthrough I've done, which is not a long one, I have never gotten into this safe. Okay. Okay. So we have that, and we have a red letter, number 4. Okay. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Yeah, 4. Meaning there's at least 3 more. Having never had a family, name, nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did, but for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the colour of the flag she flew, as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies, and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. You're all good, you're all good. You're all good, Viking. Okay. That is an interesting letter. That is an interesting letter, to say the least. Oh, it shows up here. That's nice. Christmas is cancelled. We're moving straight to New Year's. Exactly. Okay. Interesting. So something funky is going on with this family. Okay, we haven't been in here yet. Is there anything? There is absolutely nothing. There is nothing but a working fan. Okay. Interesting. Okay, can we go outside? We can. Okay. Oh, we have a big oh, there's a big outside. Okay. There's a well. Make a wish. That did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. Chat, the wish did nothing. We didn't wish hard enough. We didn't wish hard enough, chat. We didn't wish hard enough. Okay, get through here. It's locked. Okay, we can't get through that. I wish RNG. True. We need that. Okay, what is down here? That is a blocked off passageway. Interesting. Okay, there's what appears to be gas mains going onto here. I have no idea what that would do. There is a bird bath with no birds. Ooh, a tunnel. A tunnel, chat. A tunnel! What is in the tunnel? Nothing but darkness and boxes. Nothing but darkness and boxes. We can't even light the torches. Okay, well that's annoying. Can't do anything in there. Okay. Okay. There is a bench. Can we sit on the bench? Cannot sit on the bench. Good to know. Nor that bench. Okay, so there's nothing down there. Nothing down there. Okay, we have out here another bird bath. What else have we got? That's just... Is that a door of some description? That's a door of some description. But no handle. So obviously you have to open that from the inside somewhere. Okay, I guess we're trying to find an inside. We have a closed gate here, which you can't open. Down here. Okay, we have a camp. This is my campsite. Okay. Cartoon doors with a brick wall behind them? Probably. Probably. Would not surprise me if it was. Okay. So that is a camp. That is our campsite. That is where we are staying. What is down there? Chat, are you seeing that? What is down there? What is down there? And how do we get to it? Okay. The mystery evolves. An orchard. Oh no. Right? It's the cell shading in this is really, really nice. It's a very, very pretty game. It's a very pretty game. Okay. Well, since we're here. Okay, it's not 111. And it's not 1 2 it's not 1 2 3 4. It's not. Okay. Okay. So we're going to have to look for a 4-digit code that is like an orchard. Okay. So 4-digit code that's got something to do with an orchard. Okay. Good to know. Okay. And then there was one more pathway up here. Which is here. No handles for that as well. That's probably going to be another one we've got to find inside. Okay. Okay. Well, I think that's it. We can't do anything more. We are stuck. We are stuckers. I think we're going to have to say that this run is over. It is over. Because we can't get up there. Ooh, a rotunda. Interesting. Yeah, we can't do anything more. There is nothing more we can do. Okay. Call it a day. You're going to have to see if this is on Xbox because you're loving the look. Yes. It's a really nice puzzle game, honestly. It really gives the brain a workout. Okay. So, while we do that, we take a quick break. We grab a drink. A rustic inn. Yes, it is. Total rooms 22. Rank reached 5. Total steps taken. And items found. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Save and continue. Day 2, chat. Day 2. Okay. Day 2. Let's see how today goes, shall we? Let's see how today goes. Okay. So. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, so back to the game. Okay. Right. So we have. Okay, so the letter in here is the same. Looks like. Yeah, the letter in here is the same. Okay. Because you're not allowed to change anything in the rooms. Okay. Yes. Gotcha. Okay. So. Okay. Should we go left, straight on, or right? Chat. Left, straight on, or right? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? What are we thinking this time? What are we thinking? Right? Okay. Let's go the correct way. Okay, we got the den, the nook, and the lavatory. Let's go with the den, get a gem. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. There's a chest. There is a chest there. Okay. But can we open it? We have no key. We have no key. We need to find a key. Okay. We need to find a key. We need to find a key. Okay, let's go through here. Anything in here? There is not. There is not. But we got 2 steps out of it. None of these are really any good. None of these are really any good. But the 10 steps is nice. And we get a gem out of it. Let's go. That letter is the same. Okay. And there is nothing else in here. Okay. Well, we're up to 60 steps now. But we're still in need of a key. What do we got? Here's our key. Excellent. Ba-da-da-doo. Interesting picture of a bat. And a gem. Okay. Don't see anything else in here, but we have a key. Let's see what we get in here. Let's use the key. Probably a bad idea to do this early. Or not. We got lots of coins, another key, and a gem. Excellent. Okay, we're... Good start. Good start. The correct way was... Lots of dead ends, but... We got a lot of stuff. 4 rooms, lots of stuff. Okay, what have we got? Ah. Free money, yes. None of these help, though. None of these help. You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Do this. What do we got in here? That's a cute dragon. Nothing else here. An unsolved Rubik's Cube. I don't like that. A gem. Okay. So we got the gem back at least. And a book. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. Okay. That's the Marion that was spoken about in the number 4 letter we found. Okay. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true colour, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like a prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay. So does that mean there's a hint in here? Somewhere. Hat, fit, ho-ho. That doesn't... Not saying that on stream. There's no capital in here. Interesting. Very interesting. I do not think there's anything in here. Or at least, nothing that I can understand at the moment. Hey look, a star. Chat, we're stars. And big goose. Do not want a goose that size chasing after you, that's for certain. Okay. Well, let's hope we can get further than this. Parlor games. Let's do it. Let's do another parlor trick. Let's go. Okay. So we'll grab the key. The rules shouldn't have changed, but we will check. Yep, the rules are the exact same. Okay. There are always 3 boxes in this room. The only hints you're smelling are the Marion you mentioned and the emphasis on red being the only true colour. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. We will keep an eye on that. Okay, there are 3 boxes in this room. 2 boxes in this room are empty. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. Okay. Well, if we look around the room, there are only 3 boxes, which is true. We know from the rules that 2 boxes in this room are empty, so that's true. Meaning this box is one of the 2 empty boxes, is false. So it's the black one. So this one has the gems in. Hey, chat, we're good. Chat, we're good. These logic puzzles, I like them. I like the logic puzzles. Okay. Okay, let's get the corridor. Because we don't... The rules also say there are only 3 boxes. True! True! That is very true. Okay. What have we got? Let's get the hallway. Okay. We had a look in the hallway, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We did see that. Okay. So we have... Let's make our way this way, shall we? Security was mentioned in the last run. Security was mentioned in the last run. Oh my. Cutscene. Okay, cutscene time. Well, this is ominous. This is very ominous. True, it does. It does. Okay. This is very ominous cutscene. A very, very ominous cutscene. There's all the rooms. Okay. Interesting, interesting. That's me. That's me. Okay. Okay, we have lots of things in here. Okay, let's look at the notepad. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Unless written by hand. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if the red memos are written by hand, they're true. Okay, that is difficult to read. This bit here is very difficult to read, chat. Very difficult to read. Okay. So these are all the rooms. Okay. Can't click on any of the monitors. We can click on the terminal though. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. Okay. I don't think I did either in my first playthrough. I just noticed it. Okay, view estate inventory. We've not found anything. Okay. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked by an electronic keycard, which we had last time, but don't anymore. The keycard system is currently operational. Okay. Set security level. Let's set it to low. So yeah. Yeah, it was difficult to see. Okay, and change offline mode to unlocked. Okay. So now, if anything is security doors, if we can get the power off, then they'll be unlocked. Yes, that works. Okay, log into network, terminal password. We know it's an S. We know there's an S in there somewhere. I don't know the rest of it. We can't. Okay, so we can't do anything on that. Anything else? A cam, B cam, C cam. Okay. Okay, is anything else in this room? Got a microwave. Staff notice. Herbert S. Sinclair. Sinclair or something? Maybe. That's the same as the one we had before. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Well, we know that red notes are false. They are lies. So the antechamber is locked and we require to access the levers. Okay. Sinclair does start with S. Okay. And keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay. Okay, let's try Sinclair. Shall we? We have log into network. Let's have a look. Sinclair. Incorrect password. Okay. Let's try security. Incorrect password. Okay. It is not either of those. Okay. I think we might have to do another bit of explore. So let's go south, shall we? What do we get? Hey now. Hi Lilith, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, hun. So we are just playing a little bit of... Thank you. So this model is based on my D&D character that I ran for ever such a long time. And I finally went to an artist friend of mine and just said, can you draw up my character? And they did, and they did an amazing job with it. I then asked them, are you able to do each layer individually so that I can make it into a PNG tuber? And she said yes. So she gave me all of the individual layers, and I was able to combine them in PNG Tuber Plus, and we have the model here as it is. And I love it. I love it so much. It is a really, really cute model. So the lore behind the character is they are a Storm Sorcerer Tempest Cleric. So lots of lightning magic being thrown around. Stop. I'm not that cute. I'm not that cute. Okay, we're going to go for the breaker box. But yeah, we are playing Blueprints at the moment. Blueprints is it's a roguelike puzzle game. Basically, we start in the entrance hall. Our goal is to get to the antechamber. And we've got to go through all the rooms, and the rooms change each day. Everything resets. And there's puzzles everywhere that we've got to try and solve. So fun. Lots of fun. Okay, I'm going to go in here. I think we're going to turn the power... Oh my. Okay, interesting. Lots of options here. Okay, we're going to turn the keycard entry system off because we just shut it down in security. So now if you run into any keycard doors, we can just open them. Okay, yep, I like that. I like that. But what we can do now, because we've closed it off, we can do this, chat, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So go keycard security settings, set security level. If we set it to high, and because the power's off, we will have more keycard access doors that we can open without using keys. Yes, that logic makes sense, right? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Okay. Yo, let's get the garage. Let's get the garage. But why? So the key cards, you need a key card for. You can't open with keys. So if we have more of them, now that the power's off, we'll just be able to go through them and we won't need extra keys. If that makes sense. I hope it does. I hope it makes sense. But speaking of keys, let's get the garage. Okay. Oh, keys. Here we go. Hang on, that's a... That has no power. And we can't access the car. I feel like that's meant to be a word there. Ooh, a note. Christoph, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone. When your services were required, I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship, your absences must be accounted for, Mrs. Babbage. This one, the bright orange one? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it will eat up key doors with electronic ones. Yes, that is exactly right. I think. Okay. Chat, was there a setting in the breaker box to open this? I feel like there was. We are spending a lot of movement on this. There was. Okay, we opened up the garage. Okay, garage is on. Garage is online. Does that mean we can open the garage door? Green button, green light. Green light is good. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We're at the west side. Let's down the path. Another gate. And we can't get out. Okay. 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 Can't do anything there. But there's a pathway here. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Across the rickety bridge. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, it's this. It's this. Can we... Oh, chat. Yes! Oh, yes, we love that. We love that. Okay, so we now have a permanent way out this way. Okay, okay. What is down here? A door. A door. There's a door here. Ooh! Okay. Root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Tool shed, 2 special items, and a hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional movement instead of gems. Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. I feel like we go for the tool shed, right? We go for the tool shed. Yeah. Yes, maybe. What do you guys think? What do you think, chat? Which one should we go for? Which one should we go for? We're gonna let you guys pick. What are we thinking? Chat, what are we thinking? Because none of them lead anywhere. I have just realized that that is in the wrong place. This. I am going to unlock that. I'm going to put that in the middle. If I can. Let's make it there. Perfect. Okay, now you guys can see the number of keys, gems, and coins I have. Excellent. Okay, that's good. That's good. Just realized you guys couldn't see that. Okay. Which one should we go for, chat? I'm feeling the tool shed. Honestly. Honestly, I'm feeling the tool shed. Okay. That's true. That's true. We did have a lot of steps yesterday. Let's go with the hovel then. Let's go with the hovel. Okay. Let's see what's in here. We went with the hovel. We can get the tool shed another day. Notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ivan, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as the groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavours. And Babbage, House Manager. Okay. And there's nothing else left on that. Okay. What is this? Can we turn the stove on? Wait. That's not the... That's not the stove. Chat, that's not the stove. Chat, that's not the stove. Okay, so we can just turn them off and on here. Okay. So we have that's turned on for some reason now. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Also, that's moonshine. That's 100% moonshine. And bear traps. Bear traps, okay. Is there anything else in here? Anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay, let's actually have a look here. So we have to go 1, 2, 3 to get there. We have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. More gas lines. Yeah. I'd reckon so. Okay, so onto the west path. Thankfully that doesn't change anything. We're still on the west path. Okay, back into the garage. Okay, we're back in the garage. Okay. We have this. We are going to have to go through here. And we're going to have to go through here. What do we get? Okay. Interesting. Okay. The passageway gives us 2 but costs 6 steps. The lavatory doesn't do anything. The drawing room. I think we go with the drawing room. Honestly. Yeah, so go to the drawing room. Let's go to the drawing room. See what we get. Anything in here? Anything of note? That's the one we've seen. Okay, what's in here? We haven't been in the office. It's a new room. Let's go to the new room. New room time. Let's go. This is quaint. I like this. Nice little office. Okay, what we got? Okay, Mount is another computer terminal. Okay, run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes the servants' quarters, the maid's chamber currently on the estate. Okay, we haven't got any of them on the estate. Yeah, we have none of them. Okay, so it's not worth doing that. Okay. There's a note here. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Okay. Okay. They are quite costly. Yes, they are. Upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Okay. I can see that note. I can see that note. We're just going to do an upgrade. What do we get? Okay. Upgrade floor plan. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Courtyard. Okay. Okay. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of the 3 different upgraded floor plans. Okay. What do we get? Courtyard. Okay. So we have courtyard, so we get 2 gems from that. Or it always has 5 dig spots. Or it's always left unlocked. Unlocked is nice because we can get it later on, where things are more likely to be locked, and we'll know it's always going to be unlocked. I actually like that. Like that idea. Yeah, I'm thinking the courtyard. Definitely thinking the courtyard. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do this one. Let's upgrade. Okay, we have an upgrade. And now, let's open this. Okay, let's see the note. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Okay, so we're near Reddington. Good to know. Flight of the Queen, March of the Court, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I am not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings. But knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. Interesting. Okay. Okay, and what does this do? is something. Okay. Oh! New safe! New safe. Chat, new safe. New safe unlocked! Are we gonna be trying the numbers again? Are we gonna be trying those numbers again, Jamantha? Okay. We'll try 1111. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bunch of hints too, of course. True, true. Okay. Let's have a look-see. Okay. 2 seconds. Okay, let's have a look-see. So what have we got? What have we got around the room? We got that. These strange puzzle cube type things. More of these. A car, pictures, a clock. One of these days, yes, true, 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 true. Got a picture there. So we've got the note here, but that's not to do with that. I don't think it's got anything to do with that. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Okay. That's just lines. Nothing here. Picture point. It's pointing towards this. Okay. Okay. Let's have a think about this. Just checking this. Hang on, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so it's not what I thought. It's not what I thought. Okay, never mind, chap. Never mind. I thought it was something. It is not. It is not the number of different letters. Okay. That's annoying. Because, I know, Jamantha, you showed me a puzzle like that yesterday, where you had to count the number of different letters, or the number of different words, numbers, and it wasn't that. Okay. Okay. Let's... There's a box up here. I can't get the box. I can't get the box. And I can't click on any of the books or anything, so... So the red is not true. It's the black statement, maybe? So what? 5, 2, 3, 5? Maybe? Nope. Okay, wasn't that. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is for later. Okay. I'm not seeing anything in here that would allow us access to that safe. A title for the bust. Well, that's Hubert. Okay, I don't recognize that guy. It's another guy. That's the same guy again. That's the same guy. That's a different guy. Okay, this guy's here a lot. And someone with a queen. Okay. Okay, so let's keep an eye out for anything to do with this gentleman. We know what he looks like. Let's keep an eye out for anything that has to do with them. Is one of them a cat? Ooh! Ooh. Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got four of these guys. 1, 1. That's the mustache chap. Okay. So we've got 4, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1. 4, 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1. Nope. Okay. Okay, let's think about this. Think about this. Where are they all positioned? Is it another... I've not seen any more dates. That's the thing, I've not seen any more dates. There's nothing else on this one. Okay. Okay. So your birthday is March 3rd, so I'm usually using March as a punt. Fair. Oh my days, I just did a March fair pun. Okay. Okay. I see how it is, chap. I see how it is. Okay. Let's move on from this puzzle. If we come back and find out a date of birth for this guy, we can come back here. Because we can pull this room again. Okay. Hey look, Coryard. We know it's going to be unlocked. Ooh, maybe. See, now you're making me go back and check. Okay. So, March of the Count. Okay, so... if we assume this guy's the Count... March of the Count. Okay, I feel like we need date of births. Wait, no, March of the Count. March of the Count. Hang on. Hang about. No. No, 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 no. Maybe... hang on, so we don't count this because that's count S. Could this be... could it be the number of shelves? No, because that gives 4, 4. Or number of shelves, but no. Unless it's 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. Nope. Not that. Okay. There's There's no secret hidden messages on there. Okay. We are going to move on. We're going to move on. We've been in this room a long time. What have we got? Hey, yo. A metal detector? Hell yeah. That works well. That works very well. Okay, let's go this way. Deeper in. The nook for a key. Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. Eventually, we'll get to it. My detector's going beep. There we go. Okay, detector is still not going off, so there's nothing else in this room. That's good to know. We want a right turn. We want a right turn. Ooh. Hang about. Okay, there's a security door. Hang about. Hang on. I want to go back to the utility closet real quick. Chat, call me crazy, but I want to head back to the utility closet real quick. I think I'm remembering something from when we saw it. I'm thinking I'm remembering something. Gymnasium off. Okay. We've just turned the power off to the gymnasium. What does that do? Also, there's nothing else in here that I can see. Nope, nothing else. Okay. Had to be certain. Okay, so let's go through here. Okay, turning the power off to the gymnasium stops us from having the power. So we don't have to play basketball. Oh, that is nice. Hoople Sports. Okay. But yeah, this is what I was saying about the key cards. We can just open them. Okay. None of these are any good for us. Commissary's not bad. Let's go with the commissary. Okay. And what's out here? I'd buy some steps. Yeah. Steps are probably a good thing to get. Or food. Yeah. Assuming they sell that stuff. Well, an apple gives us food. We got the coins. That list is still the same. What's in here? Food for sale. Let's go. Food for sale. And there's nothing else in here. Okay. What do we got? We have 9. Okay. So we got banana for 3, club sandwich for 15, or bacon and eggs for 10. Okay. I think we go club sandwich. Yep, club sandwich. Let's do it. Back up to 27 steps. Let's go. Okay. And there's nothing else in here. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so we have this way. That's still offline. Any of these handwritten? No. Okay, so the commissary will not be closed from... Okay, because we know red notes are lying to us. Okay. Chat, these pictures changed. These pictures changed. It was a vial and a bathtub. Yeah. And what is it now? Drawing and an aircraft? A biplane? Okay, what does that mean? Oh my god. Okay, that's... That... Does that mean the pictures in each room change every day? Oh, that's gotta be a puzzle. But what? Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Through the other keycard door. Hey, yo, dining room. Dining room, let's go. We only gotta get 2 more ranks and we get more steps. Can we do 2 more ranks? Might be able to do 2 more ranks. Ooh, this is gonna be... Dig in. We need to get to rank 8 first. Okay, let's go to the boudoir, see if we can get to rank 8. I heard a beep. Oh, there's a coin on the floor. There's a coin on the floor. Okay. Hey, look, this is still open. That's a gem. It's still open. We still have the letter. Okay. And we got that free gem out of it, which is nice. Okay, we want a right turn. We desperately want a right turn. Maid's chamber. Okay. That'll work. We're getting more steps from the bedroom. Which, ooh. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, master, and employer, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Mrs. Babbage. Interesting, interesting. A sewing machine made by Syncoco. And okay, looks like the maid's name was Miller. Interesting. Ooh, family portrait. Oh no, this is all the staff. That's all the staff workers. Okay. Interesting. That's nothing. That's all laundry. Maid dress. No, I will not wear the maid dress. You cannot make me wear the maid dress. Chat, you cannot make me. November 6th is a date. 6/11 in the back of my mind. Okay. It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Okay. Hello? We will lose all of our gems if we do that. But it's the only way to progress. No! Chat! No! Oh no. Do we do it? Do we do it, chat? Do we lose all of our... Well, do we lose 3 of our gems to get the ballroom? Or do we get the 4 items? Because... I mean, technically we could still go through the bottom of the courtyard and up. That is still a possibility. I guess I should have gone with the storage cabinet after all. Maybe. Oh well. Actually, yeah, gems aren't required. You're right, gems aren't required because we don't have to use them. Yeah, gems aren't required. Let's do it. Ooh, music. Oh no. Under these stars, the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on, and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means, only time can tell. 2 remain for one last dance, and spin again around clock hands, and as they turn a second chance to rise above the falling sands, The true time lost in past romance. Okay, so R and true are highlighted. Okay. Okay. Interesting. What is this? What is this? Clara and Simon in Eclipse Ball 1952. Ooh. 1952. That's another one. That's another date we could use. There's nothing else. There doesn't appear to be anything else in this room. Very pretty, though. Okay. We want a right turn. We desperately want a right turn. There's a right turn. 1952, huh? Yeah. Okay, observatory. The planets will align. We can spin the globe. Excellent. What is over here? Okay. The Fixed Constellations, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Fen Aries, Bird and Sons Publishing, 1809. This book contains a complete starbase of list of constellations and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any 1809, yep, that's another date. Can be seen in the sky on any different day. Visible constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one a single day. This book, A Solid Base for Astronomy, will help you identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. Potentially. Okay, North Star plus 1 gold. And they have the Twins, the Slice, Diamondus Minor, Southern Cross. That's a familiar one, the Southern Cross. That's a familiar one. Farmer's Apple, Clavis, the Key, Diamandus Major, Draxus, the Dead. So we don't want that one. The Sale, everything is 50% off today. Green Room, Florealis, Bloom of the Sky, and that's it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. And we have one at the moment. So what can we see? We can see nothing. Okay. So if we were to go like that, that still won't let us see anything. Nothing yet. Okay, it's not going any. Oh, it's caught on that. Okay. Okay. It's up here. Okay, that's that. That lowers the whole thing down. Okay, we don't want that. We do not want to lower the whole thing down. We want to raise it up so we can get it further across. Okay. There we go. That's further across. Now we have to go all the way down. Rotate it again. There we go. We can see through it now. So now if we look, we have the North Star. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we are 2 away. We are 1 away from the antechamber. We are 1 away from the antechamber. Okay. The pool adds locker room, straight path. Wanna go straight path? Okay, let's do straight path. But wait a minute. Didn't they say the antechamber's locked? And we got to find the levers. I swear that was on a note. No, remember we found the note saying that the antechamber is in security. The antechamber is locked. And the levers are operational. So we've got to find levers to open the doors. And the one in the greenhouse is broken. Yes. So we've got to find the left and right levers. Okay. So we need more doors. We need more doors, chap. So spare room isn't the best option. We go chapel or the pool. Yeah, so we need the greenhouse here. Pool might be good. Yeah, okay, let's do the pool. Water. There's that biplane again. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. And this is the antechamber. There's no door. There's no handle. You can't get through there. Okay. Let's go down. A passage that requires 6. Oh, I don't like that. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. We need 5 spaces to get back. A shovel. Oh, did I miss a shovel? Damn it! I think I missed a shovel. Ah! You know what? We're gonna put the lavatory in here. Because who doesn't love... Where's the shovel? Oh, you mean the pool net? It's a pool net. It's not a shovel. Where are you seeing a shovel? Ah, okay. Okay, all good. All good. Okay. Is there anything we can interact with in the lavatory? Ah, it looked like a coal shovel. Ah, okay. Gotcha. We can't... There is nothing to do in here. Herbert Sinclair. There is literally nothing in here. This room is worthless. It is a worthless room. Okay. Well, I guess we're stuck now. Let's go through. Okay. In here. Through here. Dining room. Ooh. 20 steps. We'll take that. We will take 20 steps, chat. We will take 20 steps. Okay. Now where? Do we want to head down towards the courtyard and try and get out that way? Or do we want to go to the dining room? Well, we're in the dining room. Do we want to go this way? So we can go this way on the dining room. And go down, or we can go down to the courtyard and up. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, chap? We've got 29 steps left. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're already here. True. It's locked. Okay, well, that answers our question. That answers our question. We want the nook. That definitely answers our question. If we cannot go that way... Well, that sucks. Well, I guess this is where we end it, chat. Oh, fun. Yo, it counts as 2 bedrooms, so we got 34 steps and we can't use them. Love that. Ah, dear. Because all we've got is a metal detector. But you know what we do have? You know what we do have? We have this terminal. And we can run payroll. Because we have the maid's chamber. We have the Maid's Chamber. Okay. Jamantha, what were those dates? 1952. Nope. Okay. 1809. Nope, not that. And the last one was 0611. Nope. None of them worked. Oh dear. That's not good. Oh, my throat is getting a little hoarse. Okay, let's go up here. Can we get anything? A gem? That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Maid chamber. Here we go. Payroll. Okay. Payroll slip. Payroll issued for the week of 11/8. Amount 10 gold. Okay. So that means the week is the 11th of the 8th. Or the 8th of the 11th. Okay. So this is Sunday, the 8th of November. Okay, the day we're on at the moment is Sunday, the 8th of November. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Commissary, what can we get with 13 gold? A key. We can get a key. Chat, we can get a key. Well, we were here yesterday as well. Yeah. Okay, interesting, interesting. Let's get the key, shall we? We have the key. Meaning we can actually go in this room now. Use the key. Okay. A west wing, a terrace, and a wine cellar. Which one are you thinking, chap? Which one are we thinking? I mean, the wine cellar could be good. But we don't need the gems. The terrace could be good as well. And the west wing will give us another room. True, true. But we've had this room. We've had this room. We may as well get a new room while we're here. The terrace is going to have no effect currently. I mean, the only thing we can hope for is that there's secrets on these. That is the only thing we can hope for. You know what? Let's go to the wine cellar. Let's go to the wine cellar. Let's go to the wine cellar. Okay. What have we got in here? Bottles of wine. Oh, that's a number. That's a number. What's that number? 1213. 1213. M for 1,000. C for 100. X for 10. And I for 3. Is that right? Is that right? Yeah, 1213. Okay. Well, that's another thing we can check. I don't think any of these do anything. No, it doesn't look like it. I think it's just a dead end that gives you a load of gems. Okay. Let's go check 1213, shall we? Because that looked like a family crest to me. Has to be, right? It has to be. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 3. Nope. Nope, it was not that. That is annoying. Okay, what are we missing? What are we missing? What are we missing? What are we missing? I don't know what we're missing. And nothing, we can't do anything else today. We can explore no more rooms today, unfortunately. I think we have to go on to the next day. I think we're going to have to next day it. We're going to have to next day it. I don't want to, but we're going to have to next day it. That's unfortunate, chap. That is unfortunate. Okay. Okie dokie. A west-facing hotel. 30 rooms. 87 steps. And 14 new rooms. That's nice. I like that it includes the hotel. The observatory at the back. I like that. Okay. So, let's save and continue. Yep. Stand up, have a stretch, have a drink. And we will be good to go. Now, do we exit? Do we exit here and go check the outside room first? Because we have an outer room now. Do we check that before we do anything? It will cost 3 steps, I'm pretty sure. Yes? Yes? Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So that's 1 step. 2 step through. And we got, what room are we getting? Trading post, items for trade. We don't have any trade. Nuclear fallout center, shelter, and a root cellar. I mean, I like that because we could get, yeah, we could get the shelter and then not have to worry about 3 of the red rooms. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. I'm liking the shelter. I'm liking the fallout shelter. What do we think, chat? We gonna do a little Fallout New Vegas? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the shelter. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? What have we got? There is nothing down here. Okay. It's a pretty picture. A can of beans, lots of canned vegetables and stuff. A note. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. That's ominous. But hey, a terminal. Welcome to the Mount Holly bomb shelter. Okay, time lock safe, radiation monitor. Measure of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocols will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically lock. Okay. Current USV levels. Okay, 0.01. Well, 0.011. That's fine. Wait, that said 12 at USV. Okay. So we basically got nothing. That's good. Time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting... True. Hang on, it said that you can use the laboratory to make it. Okay, now we're onto something. Okay, you can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Okay, set unlock date. We're in November. It is November 3rd today. 10 a.m. See what this does. Okay. See what that does. Because there's nothing else down here, because we can't unlock the safe. Okay. Alright, let's start exploring the room, shall we? Let's start exploring the room. Was it November 9th? It is November 9th. Okay, we set it for 10 o'clock. We're fine. We're golden. Yes. Yeah, true. Very much true. Okay. Let's go back down here and change the date. Real quick. Time lock save. Set unlock date. November 9th. 10 a.m. Confirm. Okay. Now, we're going to wait. Chat, we're going to wait. And we're going to wait for that to pop out. And we're going to have a quick break. Okay? We're going to stand up. We're going to go have a stretch. And we're going to be back shortly when the time lock safe has opened. So, we're going to be right back. I'm going to get a drink. Probably get some food. What time was it in game? When we went up, it was 20 to 9. I'm pretty sure. And if I'm remembering correctly, 1 hour is a... I have no idea what 1 hour is. I have no idea what 1 hour is. Huh. We probably should check that. Okay. Chat, we're not taking a break. We are not taking a break. We are going to run up the stairs again. And go check the time. I don't believe so. I don't believe it's tied to steps. Let's watch the clock. Is it moving? Yes, it is. Okay, it is moving. We have an hour. We have an hour to kill. Okay. Let's go open some rooms. While we wait. Well, let's start off going the correct way again. And we're going to go for the den. There's nothing down there. We grab the gem. And let's go in here. Let's go to the closet. Get 2 items. A key and a dice. Okay. That is a reroll we have. Excellent. I like that. Okay, what's in here? A parlor. Game time! Let's go, chat. Let's get some games going. Now we know the rules. Two boxes are empty. At least one box tells the truth, and at least one box tells a lie. Okay, all 3 boxes contain gems. Well, that's a lie. So the blue box is false. The other 2 boxes contain gems. That's a lie. This box contains gems. That's a lie. No, they can't all be lies. They can't all be lies. So we know this is a lie because all 3 boxes contain gems. Wait, no. No, there's a contradiction here somewhere. Actually, no. Yeah, the white and blue are guaranteed lies, yes. Meaning this is true. This box contains gems. Okay. Yeah, because he's saying the other 2 boxes, not one of the other. Okay, yeah. Let's go. Let's go black. Let's go to the black box. Let's see what we get. 2 gems. Let's go. Let's go. Good logic, chat. Good logic. Okay, what do we want? None of these are really any nice. But we don't lose coins because we have the Fallout shelter. Yep, sheltered chapel. There's nothing else in here. Okay. Lots of statues. Chat, you seeing what I'm seeing? Chat, are you seeing what I'm seeing? There's numbers on the stained glass windows. There's numbers on the stained glass windows. Okay. What does that mean? Tarot cards do? Okay. I'm going to make a note of this. Okay. So, we have number 1. That's a farmer, isn't it, chat? That's a farmer. That's got to be a farmer. Okay, so the farmer is in number 1. Number 2 is this one. That is a baker. And number 3 has a pitchfork, which must mean... Oh, I'm just going to put pitchfork. Okay. Number 4, that's this one. That is an old-timey chimney sweep. Chimney sweep. I spelt it chimney sweep. The patron saint of making pizzas. Yes. That is a rider, and that is number 6. Okay. So number 5 would be this one, which is the maid. We saw the maid earlier in the maid chamber. Okay. Meaning number 7 is the knight. Okay. We have made a note of that. Okay. Good. That is good. What have we got? Storeroom, security, or courier? Chat. What are we thinking? What do we be thinking? What do we be thinking? Security? Okay, let's go security. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, have we missed anything? We've not missed anything. Okay. Let's see, if we knew the password, we could log into the network. Okay. Don't know that. Because, yeah, this is what I saw. The antechamber is locked and requires the access levers. What is this word? I wish I could read that. I wish I could read that. Okay. Let's go forward. Actually, let's not turn off power yet. Boiler room? That could be fun. It's a new room. We'll go in the boiler room. Because we have the power system that goes up. Yes. Okay. Okay, now how do we... Okay, so we can't get to that door? Oh. Oh. It's not turned on. Okay. So that does that. Oh, that opens that. Okay, good. That opens that. That sends power up there. That's a generator. We need to figure out how to power that. That doesn't do anything. That does. Okay. We can't reach that. Okay, we can't reach that. Boop. The timings were very bad on that. Oh, it's a timing puzzle. Okay, so there is a large gap. There are larger gaps. Okay. That's fun. Now. Oh, we got it. Turn this one on. Okay. Okay. That's going up. We don't want it to go up. If we do this. Oh, that brings that down. Okay. We want to go up now. Third one. Okay. And that opens that one. Okay, nice. Do that. That opens that. Oh, that opens that. Okay. Now what's up here? Oh. Okay, so we need to direct the power that way? Yes, we do. Okay, so we've got to find all the power. We need to get all the power going into that central boiler, it looks like. Well, this one was going up. This one needs to be going up like... Not that, like that. Yes. Okay, and we should, in theory, have it. We should, in theory, have it, chat. There we go. Activate. Okay. So big power going that way, big power going that way. Good to know. And it looks like can it travel? It's gone that way. Before we head that way... Waiting. It does. Okay, so we need to have the power travel through these vent systems. Yeah, so it looks like you've got to tie it to the directional and make sure the drafted rooms have these connectors above them. You're all good, you're all good, you're all good. You are all good. Okay. So we need something with a big power. Something with big power. None of these have big power. Let's redraw. Again, none of these have big power. That is annoying. That is annoying. That is very annoying. I'm gonna go with a Nook. I can always come back to that. In fact, we might just be able to do this. We can just do that. Excellent. Okay. Good to know. Okay. Let's get the key from the Nook. Because, yeah, unfortunately, there is no power. Okay, so we've got a... What have we got? We've got a corridor and a nursery. Let's get the corridor. I want to see what we get here. What do we get? We have the key. Dark room. We can do that. We can do the dark room. We can do the dark room. And if we do this, so the dark room, I know from a previous playthrough that I've got in the dark room. The dark room, the lights go out when you enter the dark room, and you have to find the breaker to get it. Yes, so because we have the shelter, the effect is not applied to us. So what is here? That's Sinclair. Oh. There's a thing there. That is definitely a thing for that. I can't read what the tree says. I think it says HC2. Hang on, hanging on. You're trying to zoom and enhance. Do it. See what we can get. I mean, chat, does anyone know if this game has a magnifying glass or anything? Because this is the second thing we found. If you think about it, Jamantha, there's this, which has this on it, but there was also that note in security, which had the really small text. There must be a magnifying glass or something somewhere. There has to be. Egg timer. Yo, broken lever. Damn. Okay, broken lever. That is good to find. That is very nice to find. Okay, what does this say? Print notes. Herbert Sinclair has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark to keep an eye on that. Interesting. There's gotta be a magnifying glass somewhere. has to be. There just has to be. Okay, we want something that can take power. That takes power. Sledgehammer, let's go. Hell yeah. I'm sorry. It just spat out a key at me. I haven't got a shovel. That's interesting. My voice is really going. Okay. I've never had that. It's because we've got the extra power going in here. Because we've got the extra power, it spat that out. Has to be. Okay. So, we need... You know what, let's go through security and see if we can get another room that requires this. Because the Nook just ain't gonna cut it. Okay, let's have a look. Archives. Okay, that's got all of these. That's good. What have we got? Uh-oh. That's a whole stack of paperwork. There's nothing else in here, but this is a whole stack of paperwork. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Marigold wins Harold Lettery. That her picture book, Swimbird. Hey, oh, that starts with an S. Yeah, she's the writer of The Red Prince as well, yeah. And she's the closest living relative of Baron Sinclair. Interesting. That her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love for the color red, a statement that has been held in much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Interesting. Caleb Manning was a person of interest in a Trinsdale bombing. Okay. Although no group has come to the attack. Insurgent group called RLCF, also called themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumours raised Friday that popular author, victims of unfortunate happenstance. Okay. Drops the publisher. So she dropped the publisher after they went after Caleb Manning. Interesting. Manning and White. Okay. Okay. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 Friday, getting into a carriage after a late afternoon luncheon at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Okay. So it looks like she was kidnapped. Oh shit! Yeah. Ruby Crown stolen. Okay. Yes, we're gonna have to run there. Security. We are definitely going to have to run. We have until 2 p.m. It's midday. It's nearly midday. Okay, the bunker, the bunker, the bunker. I don't think we're getting very far in this run, considering we've only got 18 steps left. Okay. Another red letter. Another red letter. So that's a second ruby. 7? Oh boy. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father. And I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference that you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to their to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe that this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown, which we just read about in the archives. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive, safe, and finally free. 8 rubies. Are there 8 letters? Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open, in that distant land I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. That's some, it's not some pretty good timing, that's some really, really good timing. Okay. We've still got a few more steps left in us. Let's see what we can finish. Okay, also, we noticed that the pictures changed in the rooms. So let's remember these 2 pictures and see if they change. So we have a Queen of Diamonds and an Ace of Spades. Good song, that. The Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. Sorry. Okay, so we have those 2. We have a tree and a pin in this room, which is the den. Okay, let's have a think about that. Okay, we go through here into this sheltered chapel, and we go back in here. only way we can go is this way. We desperately want a room that can use this power. Hey, look at that. This room can use this power. Laboratory. Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point at that. Oh, that's small writing. Oh yeah, there's got to be a magnifying glass somewhere. There's got to be, right? Because that is too tiny. Okay, that's a big capacitor. Periodic table of elements. I can name many of these, and that is sad. Yeah, way too blurry. Okay, these journals can't do anything. Oh boy. Don't worry, these aren't polymers. These aren't polymers. I hope. Okay, that one might be. Oh no. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Oh no. Oh no. Now we're talking. Okay, so we have the numbers, and we've got to correspond them to the periodic table elements. Okay, so number 1 is 5 off the bottom. Number 1 is 5 off the bottom, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PU. You have a pocket periodic table? Really? That's cool. That's cool. So PU. I'm going to write these down. So we have PU. Okay, next one is number 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 3. 6 by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 3. S. PUS. H. Because I'm pretty sure 3 was hydrogen. Hell yeah. Yeah, 3 was hydrogen. So 4 is there, and 4 is there, and 7 is there. Okay. TH. But yeah, any amount of money, number 5 starts with E. Thorium is 4. Oh, what's thorium? What is thorium? Yeah, okay. 2 up. 2 up from that. 2 up from that. RE. Rhenium. Okay, and then number 4 is thorium. Wait. No, we've done 4. Number 6. We want number 6 and then number 7. Okay. Okay. So we have EU. Then 7 is PA. Okay, so now we want number 8 and number 9. Yeah, 7 is europium. Okay. 8 is there. 9 is 2 down. Hang on, we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 all in the same section. Okay. Okay. So we have 7 is F. Then we have PO RN HE. I am not going of these. I've forgotten them already. Okay, so 8. 8 is next to 12, and 9 is next to 11. Okay. So 8 is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8 is there. So 9 is TE. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that is that. 10 is neon. Oh no, 10 is R. R is rhenium. Then 11 is iodine. Okay. And the last one is neon. And that is push 3 up after 9. Okay. Push 3 up after 9. Yes. So we have... Oops, hang on, let me do this. So we have on here... number 1 was Pu. Number 2 was sulfur. Number 3 was hydrogen. 4 was thorium. 5 was europium. Oh no, it was rhenium. Because it's Re. 6 was Eu, europium. 7 was Pa, which I think is palladium. 8 was fluorine. 9 was Te. 10 was Rn. 11 was iodine. And 12 was neon. So push 3 up after 9. So let's push 9. Oh, okay, that's done something. Okay. PD is palladium. Oh, hello. Okay. Yo, we just opened that door. The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered permanently and unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Okay, chat, we are gold. Look at us go. Chat. Oh, what is this? Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. That is incorrect. We know that to be incorrect. Welcome to the Mount Holly laboratory. Okay. Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Yeah, there's a lot being unlocked here. Okay. Oh. Immediately set your steps to 40. We can get 40 more steps, chat. The exploration's back on. Chat, the exploration's back on. The exploration's back on. We have 40 steps again. Okay. Okay. So. What was the word? What was one we had to check? What was it? Was it songbird? It was in the records. It was in the archives. What was it? What was it? What was it? What was it? Chat, do you guys remember? Swimbird. Thank you. You know what? I'm just going to put it all in caps. Swimbird. Incorrect. Damn. Damn it. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, I am really happy we got this. Okay, let's see if we can get to the entry hall. You know what? Spare room. Let's go check out the grotto, shall we? Let's go check out the grotto. Okay, this is really good. Okay, I have no idea what the grotto does. And I've gone the wrong way. I've gone the wrong way. Immediately goes the wrong way. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. It's here. You follow the power lines. Ah, boy. Okay. What is through here? Oh my. What is this? Just computer terminals everywhere. Oh. A microchip. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere else. Okay. Find the password here. Maybe. There is a terminal. Blackbridge. Press enter. Blackbridge Network Administrator Controls. Admin key. Potentially. Potentially. Where did we see that? So I'm not sure. Ooh. 1100. What is 1100? Now I'm even more confused. I'm really confused. Let's try Sinclair. Admin not found. Herbert? Admin not found. HSS? Admin not found. Oh, what's her name? Babbage. Nope. Okay. That I don't know. Okay. So we have a microchip. I'm gonna put the microchip back. It definitely goes in there. I'm gonna put the microchip back. Okay. Okay. Let's head back inside, shall we? I mean, we can go up the corridor. We can do the corridor. Let's do the corridor and see where we go. Let's do the corridor and see where we go. Because yeah, the admin. Where would they keep an admin password? In security, right? Right? RLCF. Okay, so we've got 2 more things to try. Well, RLCF, Mr. White, Red Prince. Yes? Yeah. Okay. We can check them tomorrow. We are not short of that today. We're going to spend the rest of our movement moving. Let's see what we get to. Okay. Let's go to the pantry. Get some coin and a banana. Use a key. The 1 key we have. The kitchen. Food for sale. Let's do that. What food have we got for sale? Is that banana, bacon and eggs, or club sandwich? Okay, let's not get anything yet. Damn it. Okay. So we might have to just go back to the entry hall and go that way. You're not probably not going to be coming back here, so let's get banana. May only be 3 steps, but 3 steps more is what we have. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. Let's do this. Go through here. Well, this sucks. I suppose we can do this. Gives us a coin, a key, and a gem. Meaning we can actually go back and open that room. Which is really nice. We do want that. So we've got RCLF, Red Prince, and another one. Okay, what do we got? Use the key. Okay. I'm thinking we... Chat, do we do the bedroom or do we do the archive? Bedroom or the archive? Which one are we thinking, chat? Which one are we thinking? So that is the downside of having the archives. So if we look here, the archives basically you can't you lose access to one floor plan. You can't see what it is. Because the shelter only disabled the chapel, the dark room, and the furnace. So the archives are still active, unfortunately. So it will always archive something now. So we can either get the bedroom and risk a locked door, or we can get the archive floor plan and see where it takes us. What are we thinking? What do we think? There may be a key. Yeah, there may be. And we get 2 extra steps out of it, so... Yo. Gain 5 extra steps when you enter a bedroom. It's open. It's open. Okay. We could do the observatory. We could do the observatory, or we could do the archive plan. Both of them cost a gem and... Well, we know the observatory for a fact is going to let us progress. You know what? Let's go with the observatory. The bedroom is... There's no way out. The bunk room, there's no way out. So we can't use the bedroom. So let's go to the observatory. Let's go to the observatory. So nothing down here. Nothing up here either. Okay, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't even get back to the entrance hall. Oh, fun. We can't get any of these, so we're going to have to go with the archived one. Typical. How typical. How typical. It gives us keys then. It gives us keys then. But I'm not opposed to that. Because we can now run all the way back to the entryway because we have enough movement. What does that do? What do you do? What do you do? What does it do? What do it do? What do it do? I don't know what it do. Keeping my eye on that. I don't know what it do. I don't know what it do. Okay. Let's head through the laboratory again. And let's open up. Ha, here we go. Oh, we got the sledgehammer anyway. Triple gems. Sledgehammer. 4 coins, 2 dice. Well, that doesn't help us very much now, does it? It does not help us at all. Not a bit. How many wishes can we make? Yeah, it would have been. It would have been. Okay. So we have more things we can test in here. We've got the movement. So we may as well have a look in here. We haven't got the garage this time. Okay. So, RCLF, have not found. Red prints, have not found. Marigold, Mary, have not found. Did it? Oh, let's go check. We have time. We have the time, we have the movement. We have the time, we have the movement. Okay, so we can get out here. So this is where we would be able to go. Ah, the plank is not there. We cannot cross the river. That is what. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Okay. Yeah, that will do it. That will do it. There's nothing else in there. I don't think we can do anything else. I think we scuppered. Methinks there's nothing more we can do today. Unless... No, because we can't get to security and back out. That's the thing. Oh, Mr. White. That was the other one. That was the other one. And we could just try all the names that we know of. We could try all the names that we know of. Okay. We have Mr. White. Does it do spaces? It does do spaces. Okay, let me try Red Prince again, but with a space. No. I'm just... okay. I just want to... Okay, it's not. Okay, had to check. So... Nah, it's too many letters. Too many letters. Okay. That was the guy who was driving the car. H. Sinclair is not it. And we know Sinclair isn't it. Okay. I have no idea about this one. Absolutely no idea whatsoever. And this doesn't help. That does not help at all in the slightest. But it looks like we need 3 microchips. Yeah, it looks like we need 3... I have not tried admin. No, admin not found. Okay. Nope. Damn. That is unfortunate. Okay. Because there's no other terminals or anything. Yeah, there's no other terminals. It's a permanent unlock though, so we should be fine to give it another try another day. But yeah, we are down to 2 steps. So, is there anything left over here in here? Nope, and we couldn't do anything. Okay. So, we used all our steps, chat. We used all our steps. East Favored Villa. You're stumped and you got to make a non-cookie based dinner. Have a good rest of the day. I will. I'm probably going to end the stream here, actually. We've been going for a good solid 3 hours, and I've enjoyed my time lots. We are definitely going to be playing more of this again another day, because it is a lot of fun. But yeah, 107 steps. 107 steps, but we got a lot done. The boiler room all the way to the laboratory and furnace, that was key. That was key. But yeah, have a good dinner, Jamantha. I might see you again later. Have a good one, hun. Okay, so we're going to exit that, and we are going to click save and quit, because that is where we are going to leave it for today. I hope everyone has had a enjoyable time watching stream, watching us fumble through the puzzles. I have had a lot of fun doing this. It has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it immensely. And it is good to get back into streaming again. I've been meaning to, and now that my thesis is done, I have a lot more free time, so I'm able to actually stream more. So yeah, I am back. We'll be streaming. Not going to be streaming as much as have been previously. It's probably going to be just today and Mondays. Monday evenings for me. So it'll be Monday mornings for Americans and stuff. But yeah, I think that's when we're going to stream. I think we're going to do away with the Friday stream. Maybe we may get rid of the Monday stream, or we may change it around. But yeah, thank you everyone for the follows, Jamantha and Panda. I'm very glad you turned up, and I'm glad you had a good stream. But yeah, we are going to end it. Thank you again very much for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the weekend. Have a good one, everyone. See you next time. Bye!